I walked into the forest, and here were these little kids, you know, these little forest gnomes. These children are ages 2.5 to 6 usually. They're out in the forest, they're learning from the forest and each other, and most of the time is spent in unstructured play. Here they're building a house, so they've gone and gotten a big stick, and within moments they've got cooperation. It started in Germany like over 100 years ago because kids were getting sick, and they thought kids need to be outside. They paid parents to stay home with the children for 1 or 2 years, the first 2 years, so that these children had a lot of safety. Then they gave them these kindergartens. Well, Germany started quitting that program, but Denmark picked it up, and so did Sweden, and so did Finland and Norway. They come no matter what the weather. They come 5 days a week for 5 hours a day, and they're very healthy. So they're walking on uneven ground, which helps the eyes develop so that they develop the head-writing reflex. So they're getting ready to be able to read. Some of the time they are doing structured play, and this has to do with they sing songs and they do dances, and here they're playing instruments, very complex instruments like leaves and rocks and sticks to learn steady beat. And you'll notice it's raining cats and dogs, and the kids don't mind. The parents or the adults have the umbrellas. Just a couple years ago, the Wall Street Journal wrote a story about the forest kindergartens in the beginning of it, how it did start in Germany. And you know, now people are starting to get interested. The program is more of a Rudolf Steiner program, so Waldorf program. So they don't start reading until about the age of 7.5 or 8. And then, you know, there's the whole system. They're going by what's physiologically appropriate for the system, and it's wonderful. Half of the kids in Denmark still go to the forest kindergartens. Denmark's considered the top education system in the world, and they're very creative, highly creative. Per capita, there are more important science papers that come out of Denmark. Arts, music, visual arts, dance, per capita than any other nation in the world. And this is their beginnings. This is how they began. We're looking at kids now really that have not been in nature much. You know, they're spending a lot of time on computers or on video games or whatever. And of course, they're not as healthy. And we're now looking at approximately 50% of our population are overweight. And what does that have to do with? Not enough movement, not enough being in nature. And of course, when you look at all of the great minds, this is what has been interesting to me, is you look at people that have really made a difference in our culture. They've all started out being nature kids. They've been in nature a lot. They've been on farms, or they've been near woods, or whatever. It's an important part of who we are, of understanding, you know, our connection. And I talk about this in my book too, that connection with nature. We're vibration. And when you're in nature, you're feeling that vibration. You're understanding the sounds, the resonances that come out of that. And you're understanding your oneness. And then you honor it. You honor, you know, the planet. You honor the environment. And I think, again, today, there's too many people that don't see that. You know, let's just destroy it. Let's put up parking lots. Let's, you know, not honor that nature that is so vital to who we are as beings.